Hello and welcome back to J Talks Today's Relationship Show. Just want to make the new announcement. It is no longer the J Talks Today's Relationship Show. It is now the J and K Talks Today's Relationship Show. So none other than my partner, all right, in the talk is Lady K.
Hello.
All right, what's up, partner?
Giddy up, let's ride.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna have to do that. Ride or die, ride or die, ride or die.
Ride or die.
All right. So today, all right. Well, that means you gonna have to come on in and start, sharing in the introductions now from now on.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm really excited about the show for today because today we're gonna be talking about the games that people play.
Games that people play.
The games that people play. And some people game is tight.
Yep. Some people game is really tight.
Is not so tight.
Oh, you can say that again.
And with all this modern technology, the game has gotten to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, because you and I both come from the era prior. The cell phone turned 40 this week. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the cell phone actually turned 40 this week?
Really?
And yes. And you and I
listen, don't
both
excuse me.
We both older than the cell phone.
Did you say you and I?
You and I.
You got something a little. You sure you got that quotation right?
I do believe so. And let the record show that you a little bit, older than me. So, but we're both older than the cell phone. So when I got to thinking about the games people play, I got to thinking about the old school. You got old school players, and then you got new school players. Because like I said, with this technology thing, it's quite interesting. But I really wanted to start off with the old school player for those of our viewers who remember the good old days before there were cell phones, and what kind of games people were playing back then. Like how the guy would tell you he didn't have a home phone.
Oh yeah. Oh, the old school. Oh.
Yeah. You couldn't get that phone number because he didn't have a home phone, or like old school players would be like, come meet me here or meet me there. I live, with my brother. The old school.
So now I guess the excuse is I don't have a government phone.
The new school players, it's so much technology out there that is really dangerous, for some people because the game that people are playing. I mean, they can change their voices. You got these cell phone apps where you can look up like somebody by their GPS where they're at. I mean, it's really crazy.
Yep.
But the original game, the original game never changes. You know what I'm saying?
Just
So Jay, what do you think is like the all-time original game? Like, what's the game that is the most popular? Like number one that you see people tending to play.
the number one game that people tend to play.
Mm-hmm.
How old they are.
Like the one you just tried to play.
I wasn't really talking about me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was really talking about.
If the shoe fit, wear it.
Well, I thought I'd try what they be saying. When they get caught. It wasn't me that I was talking about.
That's another game. That's the other game. Wasn't me that you saw. Did you reach up and touch me? I had somebody say that to me once. I was like, I know it was you. And he said, did you touch me? I was like, yeah, but I guess, that's high up on the list. People, the games you play about their ages. You mean like they say that they're younger than they are?
Oh, yeah.
Is it on the other
it's always younger than they are. Well, I take that back. You got the little teeny bockers. Yeah, you got the teeny bockers. Yeah, you're right. Trying to play like they over 20.
Over 21. And some of them built like they 24, 25, and they really like 14, 15. Now that's a dangerous game that they're playing. And then, like, for the male that get caught up in that mess, it's really unfortunate because he can do some serious jail time behind that game right there. But yeah, you're right about people that are older tend to like knock their age down. Why is it that they tend to knock their age down by at least like 10 years? Especially, looky here, especially sisters, because it's really, we age very well. Not saying nothing against other people of other races, but you must admit, sisters tend to age very well, and it's really hard to tell how truly old some of us are.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
You be thinking she's 36 and she's 52. But my brothers always say, look at the neck, look at the neck. But now they have stuff for your neck, to tighten that skin up.
Well, I'll tell you another place you could look.
Where?
Look right there on the back side of their hand.
On the back.
Yeah, right there where the fingers are. The wrinkles don't lie.
Hold up, I'm looking at my hand right now. I just don't see what you're talking about. You said look at the back side of your hand. People got wrinkles on the back side of their hand?
Yeah, they do.
I've never seen that. I see wrinkles around the eyes. Now that'll tell on you. But
yeah, you right now. Look at the neck.
My brothers always say, look at the neck, look at the neck. You can tell.
Well, I mean, this is not really a popular place to look, but if there's an opening right there, around the sleeve, especially if they're wearing sleeveless top or shirt, right there at the armpits. Just
you are silly. You are so silly. Oh my goodness. Oh God, yeah, you're right. Let's see. The other game I like that people tend to play that should be high up on the list is that game where I'm not married, I'm not in a relationship.
Oh.
I'm single. That game.
Yep, that's a really good one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not married. I'm single. Oh boy.
We not
And oh,
separated. That's my favorite line. We separated.
yeah. The divorce is in the making. Mhm.
Woo! Yes.
Mhm. It's just not fine at last yet. Mhm.
That's another good one.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you know what? We gonna help some people today. How you
Mhm.
catch them in the game.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
if he don't take you around his family,
Mhm.
it's something wrong. If he doesn't take you around his friends,
Mhm.
it's something. If you can't go to his house, you don't just drive by. If you don't have an open invitation,
Right.
some people will play that game where they'll be living with somebody and have another person, a female or a male, in the house. Right there
Mhm.
where they living with somebody because they know, he or she going to work between 7 and 4. So if you can't come past the by the house past 5 o'clock,
Uh huh. Right.
you know,
Yep. That's.
it's something. It's game. It's game. I mean, you know, if y'all not, I hate to say it, modern technology. If you can't be Facebook buddies, it's I'm like, he's giving you very, very limited access. You know, what's another one? Where they work at. That's another game. Oh my gosh, so many games out there, Jay.
It, we need to
He
make a
act like
book.
he acted like he's got this big time nice job, and he give you some nice extravagant title, and then you go down the way, you just happen to be like, he'll be like, well, I'm a computer operator. Oh, that sounds, interesting.
Mhm.
And then you go to gas station, and he's like, yeah, you need 6 on number 1, and I'm like, well, I'm operating this computer to put the gas in the car.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm
I
saying? Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing like that one. I ain't heard that one
People
before.
lying.
Right.
People lying about what they do for a living. Come on, they trying to make it seem like they all of this and all of that. I'm like, I work on a military base, and I'm very independent, and I make my own money, and I like nice things. So this guy came to my store one day, and he was like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. He was like, well, I can give you this. I can give you that. I can give you the other. And I said, well, you can't give me anything that I can do for myself. And I had on a diamond ring at the time. I said, you can come stronger than this diamond ring. We can talk. And he just looked at me, and I was like, I'm very serious.
Oh,
he just went on about his way.
He was very serious though.
I was very serious. But the thing about it is that to him, the game was all the stuff he was quote unquote going to offer me. And anybody come out like that, I mean, they just meet you and they're saying, I got this, I got that, I got the other. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. I can do the other for you. That's game too. Going expressly out of your way to try to impress me with materialism. That's all game too.
Yeah, it is. It's all game. Just gotta know what to look for.
You do. I mean, like, games people play, and then they don't understand that by playing these silly games, they're doing themselves more harm than they're doing anybody else. Because if the person that they're trying to play the game on is really smart and really watching and really noticing, they're going to figure that game out real quick, and then they're going to try to outgame the gamer. And then it becomes a big game for real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy that when you look on the news all the time, you see all the people playing games. And it is some good people out there, but it's a lot of game. It's a whole lot of game, especially when it comes down to relationships. It's a whole lot of it. I mean, even though what you said about people, having game about their age is high on the list, but And when it comes down to relationship, it's so much game out there. It's crazy. You got people trying to date 2, 3, 4 women at once. And this is true game. I know of a guy, he told me, he said that he dates 3 women at once. And I was like, how do you do that? How do you manage that? And he said, he told him the truth. See, the truth can be game too. He told him the truth. When he met each one, he told them, you're not the only person that I'm going to be seeing. And they went for it.
I don't know. Could that be? Is that really a game if he's telling the truth? I think that
is. I mean, to me, it's still a game.
Or is it a game that you play on yourself that you accept, that you just allow yourself to be involved in, even though the person telling the truth? Well, I guess it's the other. I don't think the guy's playing the game. I mean,
the female's playing the game.
Oh, they playing the game. Oh.
They're playing the game. And then you got the ones that aren't honest, that's juggling 2, 3, 4 women at a time. I mean, and then you have to ask yourself, how is he doing it? Because he knows the game. You don't give up too much personal information. You don't give up too much access to your personal life. And then that other hand is doing.
Well, I tell you, brother, I don't know how brother is doing it my own self, being that, that the cost factor. I mean, brother got to be kicking out a little bit of bread on between the 3, somewhere along the line.
Well, not necessarily.
I don't think it's like like the song said, 100% single and free.
I mean, but think about it. He don't necessarily have to be kicking out anything. If he find 3 women, give the 3 women the same sad story. I'm just a hard working man. I ain't really making that much money. Blase, blase, blase. I mean, come on. She'll be like, oh, well, I can cook you a hot meal. And the other one could be saying, well, I can fix your lunch. And the other could be saying, I'll take you out to dinner. You don't have to pay, I'll pay. I mean, think about it now. That could be some tight game for him. He would be kicking out anything.
Hey, brother done got his whole work schedule.
I'm about to get put out of my place. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, brother done set his whole schedule up. I gotta go plow in the morning and go hammer in the afternoon and then go pluck at night.
You're terrible. You are absolutely terrible. Y'all hear Jay? He is awful. But it's true. I mean, people that get caught up like that, and it's all game. Dude could be telling each one of them he got a job. He don't have job the first. But he's literally going between 3 different women.
Yeah,
each one of them providing something different.
That. Now I got I guess a kind of untraditional, uncanny way of looking at something sometimes. Now, brother might not have a legit job, but I mean, it's I'm saying it's a lot of hard work to try to. I mean, you got psychologists who do nothing but basically mainly just, they gotta. Really, it's a relaxful job, but their work entails a lot of mind thought and working of the mind. Okay, taking some notation here and there, but not really physical work. It doesn't entail physical work. Psychologists or people who work in the those kind of fields like that. So, so with this brother holding up on 2, 3, 4 women, I could see that being some work. It's kind of like And I could actually see it being more stressful of work um, than somebody working a legit job because watch this. Watch this. The same thing. It's kind of like the parallel view of someone who um, decides uh, in I'm going to say this with homeless people, so nobody get this twisted. With homeless people, yes, there may be situations that could get you that might have gotten them in the position where they were homeless. But after a period of time, now it becomes a choice whether or not you stay homeless. Because um and I don't mind sharing this with my viewers. I mean, because this show is to help people. There was a time in my life, many years ago, folk. I know folk will probably say, this might be a success story. No, it's not really so much. Yes, it's a success story, but not so much the point where it says that people tend to say, "Well, God just really just looked out for you, and God just really blessed." No, God didn't look out for me no more than He did anybody else. Okay, the thing that we tend to mess up in viewing and understanding sometimes is that God puts on us a choice. Now He's always ready to. The blessing is there, but we have to make some choices to go and walk through the door that He's unlocked. And sometimes we just make some bad choices, and or for whatever reason. And yes, I was homeless. I had a car wreck. It left me disabled. They thought I was going to be permanently disabled, but through a lot of effort and work, prayer, and God, I came out of that. Man, and normal. I'm a normal person. I'm talking about my hand. They thought that my hand would be permanently disabled, but because due from the domino effect, I lost my job, I lost my place to live, I lost my car, I lost everything. Um, and I was thankfully I was living in Florida, where it was a hot, warm climate. Um, and yes, I was out on the streets. But what I learned, and see, I could say this because I was there, and I was there amongst a bunch of people. Some people can't say that; they just say what they believe or think or assume. So I'm saying this from a first-hand knowledge. There are majority of most people, if they've been homeless for a while, it's because they have now chosen to stay in that position. Because uh, um, there are groups and societies or uh, um, just aids, government aids, and several things areas where churches and other um, places where they can seek for help to get reestablished. That I do know, and uh, if a person decides to, and I can't help but because I've been there. That when I see, especially the repetitive homeless people on the corner, uh, there for seemingly almost 24 hours standing out there in that hot sun with a sign begging for money. It's like more work to try to beg for the money than to just try to find a cheap, even if it's a low paying job, regular job. It's more work. I mean, they out there standing in the hot sun or in the freezing cold or in the stormy rain with that is work.
You said that's work.
That's work, man. I'm telling you, that's work. Some of us can't even walk out in the sun for 5 minutes. Can you imagine?
You got that right. Me and the sun do not get along.
And they out there saying that is work. That's work. That's some hard work to beg for that money. I'm kind of like going back. I told you I have a little uncanny way of looking at things. So going back to that brother who got 2, 3, 4 women, that's work.
Yeah.
It's not legitimate work, but that's work. I mean, he got to keep the game going. He got to keep them bluffed and blind. That is some work. That brother working hard to keep all them in the package.
You said that's some work.
There's some work to play that game.
Oh God. It's some brothers, it's some brothers and some sisters out there playing. Don't leave the sisters out. It's some women out there with some game for you. Okay?
Oh
they
yeah.
got game. What you say? They got somebody to pay for to get the hair done. Then they got to get the nails done. Okay? Then they got somebody that can take them out. Remember when Sister Soldier was talking about 4 quarters equaling $1? Okay, in case y'all missed the show, she was talking about 4 different kind of men that an average woman will have in their life to equal up to one good man. She got to have a mechanic, 4 quarters equal $1. The mechanic, the old man, a rich man, and then the bedroom man. So, like, some women got game where they got a man that's going to give them that to get your hair done, ladies, let's keep it real. $200-300 is nothing to get your hair done. And to get it done right.
Right.
Okay? Yes. $200 to $300. That's to pay for the hair and the hairdresser. Okay, let's just keep it real. Then you got to get your nails done. Now, you might be working a little piece of a job or a full-time job, which is fine. But then, you need somebody to help pay for some of them bills in the house. Because, you want to drive a nice car, live in a nice place. But you living on champagne dreams with Kool-Aid budget. Okay? So, you're a financier. Now, that's, like you said, now I get it. It's work. That's work to keep all of them in content, and you keep your game tight. But yeah, it's all about game.
But it's just like the homeless person. I think it's much more work standing there begging in all those conditions than just finding like I say, even if it's the lowest paying regular job, and it's more promising. Now watch. Now just like we talked about the female and the male player. All right, all of that work they putting in, it would seem like it would be less work to just stop the game, do what's right. All right, keep one person. All right, y'all create a good relationship. Even if it's not the you heard I said the lowest paying, even if it doesn't have everything that you really trying to get, because that's probably why they got 2 or 3, because they're getting some from this person, some from another person to try to right. So
4 quarters,
yeah, the 4 quarters
make $1.
Right. So even if you ain't got $1 worth, if you got 50 cents worth, you might, maybe if you might even just have a quarter worth, but it'll be less work, and at least you'll get by. You can get by to at least some satisfaction. But all right, you won't work that hard. That's a lot of work, boy. I'm just telling you. It's a lot more work trying to satisfy 3 or 4 people than try to satisfy one.
Well, what about like the games people play like on the job? Because we got some game players on the job too. They kiss up to the boss, and then run around and talk about the boss behind their back.
Yep. That's
a dangerous game, especially if you're the boss and you find out Who's doing what?
All I gotta say is set up, set up. All I gotta say is set up. Set up, set up. Y'all remember those key words. Y'all who got the game going on the job. Set up, set up. All right. And you might think I'm talking about the person that you doing it with is being set up. No, I'm talking about you. Because like you were just saying, the boss, I'm talking about, like you talking about the boss. If the boss get caught or something like that, like, and even school teachers, that's a job on a job. They get caught. You better be sure they gonna try to put the finger on you, but to get it off the focus off of them, and that means you the one they trying to get fired more so than them. They trying to keep their job. Set up, set up.
It's some games being. Hey Jay, I got a good one for you. How about the games people play in the church?
Oh, I couldn't wait to get to that one. Woo. 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 Oh Lord, I feel like
What about the games people play in the church?
I feel like going and sitting by the mother's corner and get me one of them big hats and put on my head now.
Cause there's some game playing going on in the church.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you start off on this one, Jay. Come on.
Oh
Come
Lord.
on.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
We in trouble now.
Here we go. I almost feel like Steve Harvey, that boy, Steve. But I'm not Steve Harvey, y'all. I'm Jay. I got my own. Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all.
Hello.
Yeah. How are y'all going to go out and send your kids to the church, and then want to tell the folk in the church, well, I'm just really trying to set an example and make sure that they learn about the Lord and get themselves right, and you ain't going. And you say you trying to set an example and get them on the show. Hold on. I think somebody want to get in on this show. Hold on here.
Okay, who we got?
All right, who we have here? Did they? I think they hung up. All right.
Well, tell them to call back.
I will do that.
The games people play in the church, I like.
No, okay. No,
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The games people play in the church, the one I like is.
Oh, there they are. They calling back. There they go. I don't know. Maybe they lost signal or something. Hello, Jay Talks Today's.
Hey, this is Mr. Sugar. Can I get him on your show?
All right. Where you calling from?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh. All right.
Hi, Pittsburgh. Woo-hoo. East Coast.
All right. So, what kind of, we were just talking about church folk, but if you guys any other game, I mean on anything, what games you know of that people play? You want to throw out there?
Oh, people play the game that they busy. The busy game. But I have to give you a minute.
Oh, that they busy.
They're busy. They're important. So they could give you a minute.
Oh, that's what they said.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it. They all this and all that, but I'm gonna give you some of my time, like pat you on the head, like yeah, I'm important, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of my time. I'm gonna go ahead and say what you got to say. Yeah, that's a game. Got it. I'm at work. I do this. I do that. But I want to get with you, so I'm gonna slow down for a minute.
You know what? We're gonna come back to the church thing, but she's moving into something that got me thinking about. What about the games when it comes to sex situations?
What are the games when it comes to sex?
Oh yeah. Now remember, we are G-rated.
I'm celibacy, so.
What's that?
I'm a celibacy, so.
Oh, okay. Well, what about those that be like, child, I'm going to make you feel like you on way up in heaven and all this, and by the time you finish, you feel like you way down in hell.
What? It ain't gonna happen over here. You know what? That's funny. Because some people also, I mean, like the caller says that she's celibate. Okay, I know of a female that the dude told her. Now this is a game. The dude told her that he was celibate, and he was all this and all that because of his religion. He was celibate, and he didn't believe in premarital sex. And what turned out to be was that he was secretly on the down low. And married, and he was right. He just didn't want her body parts. But when it came down to men, he wasn't celibate at all. That's a game. Ain't that something? Yes, sir.
All right.
Jay said,
Yeah.
But he was playing a game. He was playing a straight up game with her. And that's messed up. I mean, and that's another game. You know, you got these people on the down low, you know, getting involved with people that are heterosexual, and that's game, and that's a sick game and a twisted game, because you obviously looking for something that they're not. So they're just basically playing with your emotions. And can bring you all kinds of issues. Or they're attempting to. Because, you know, I'm a grown woman, so, you know what I mean? I want responsibility for my own emotions, for my own self.
Okay. All right. All right. Well,
them down low brothers are low down.
You said the down low brothers are low down.
They are low down. You know,
so they.
You know what? I have some grown sons, and I asked them about that. And so I said, "What's the story on?" I asked a lot of men, "What's the story on that?" And they said, "Well, it's different for women because men have a prostate."
It's different for
a woman, because men have a prostate.
Okay.
So maybe they seeking that prostate massage. We ain't seeking that. They trying to get that prostate massaged. Yeah, now the doctor's office at your office. Yeah, you catch it now, Jay. I wish I could see his face right now.
Yeah, I catch it. I catch it.
I got to check on some game too. That's some serious game, and there's so much of that going on.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Interesting.
It's not that they just want to play with women's emotions. Actually, they want that cover. They want that front. Yep.
Okay.
I agree with the caller, because they want to make it look like to their family and friends or whoever that they're straight, that they're living a straight lifestyle. But secretly, you know, they're desiring or they're lusting after a man. But you know, that woman, I mean, when the truth comes out, when the truth come out, it's gonna come out sooner or later. One way, shape, form, or another, you're gonna be found out. So, they're not even taking into consideration what that does to the woman in their life, especially if they have children with her. And then what it does to the children. And it's not like they didn't know. They've been in this double lifestyle. And it's a game. It's a game. It's a game with dangerous and permanent consequences.
Well,
that's right.
Well,
and you know what? There are plenty of men who do say they were celibacy too. But I do know a secret question to ask them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to the part where you can cut through the chase of the game, but we got to get back to the church thing. We got to get back to the church. We got to get to the church thing. We just asked about why these parents be sending these kids, talking about they want them to get their minds, get direction and get their mind straight, and be around good examples, and they're caring everything, but they send the kids, but they don't go. All right. And then
another church game, Jay, is that I'm looking at it from a female perspective. You got some men up in there, and they dress right, smell right, walk right, okay, talk right, but they not living right. And then they're trying to attract a quote unquote good church girl or whatever. And it's a game. I mean, because even you could dress a dog up in a suit and it's still a dog.
Well, you can. Hey, there's women in there too. You can dress up an alley cat, a stray cat.
Alley cat.
Yeah, alley cat up in a dress and it's still dressed up alley cat.
But and it's a game. They're not there to seek God or to seek direction or to get instruction on how they should live their lives. They there to priss and primp and prompt and show. And it's a game to them. It's a game up in the house of the Lord. And I got another one for you too. A lot of people make this joke, and everybody. I'm not picking on Jay right now. I know that Jay is straight, okay, but he is known as he is a elder of the church. He is ordained, but he is also a musician. Now, with that being said, I know of a lot of church musicians that, I don't know, they're a little shaky. They're a little shaky. Some of the male choir directors are a little shaky. They sing a little too high, up there. And
a little too high?
I be looking like,
You said a little too high?
A little too high up there.
Do they play the tambourine a lot? Do they play the tambourine?
They play the tambourine. They play the tambourine well. They be doing flips with it, tossing it up in the air, catching it with one hand, flipping behind the back, bringing it between their knees, all of that. And I'm like,
So they might, they might make it if they go out to be a drum major then.
But they in the church. I mean, and it's like, and it tickles me because I can spot them, and I'll be like, there's one, there's a friend, and I'd be like, why is it that all the ones that can sing up to the heavens? It's like, wee. Well, but it's a game, and it's in the church.
All right. Well, thank God I can't sing up to the heavens.
No, you sure can't. Bless his heart. Viewers, that is not his calling. He can play the piano, the organ all day long. He's a wonderful musician, but a singer, he is not.
Well, you ain't had to go tell everybody that. I might just want to serenade somebody.
Please don't. If you serenade a woman, she'll hurry up and kiss you just to make you be quiet. Hey Jay, that could be your game.
With my fingers.
That could be no. You sing it to her. She just kiss you to make you be quiet. That could be your game right there.
So what I hear you guys saying is game is AKA cover your secret.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all game truly is. Game truly is a bunch of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know how to. I think the main reason why people's games work for them is because it's their own little personal secret. They don't tell nobody. As soon as you tell somebody, you run the risk of a couple of things. You run the risk of them telling somebody else. You run the risk of them telling the person you're playing the game on, and you run the risk of them trying to run your game with somebody else, and they get caught and mess it up for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the one major problem with game players is that they cannot keep their game a secret. It never fails. It never fails. They cannot keep their game a secret.
You're right.
And they want to know.
Tell at least one person.
And they want to know why they get busted. They ain't figured it out yet. They be
was my friend.
They be like the person sitting there playing chess and checkers. Well, I could have swore I was looking at that just right, and I know I moved my man in the right position. How you get that triple jump, and how you take my queen, and how you? Now you sat there talking about it. You sat there running your mouth. You see, I'm gonna move like this, and then I'm gonna do this and do that. Well, okay, the other person just eating it up, just eating it up. They done figured out your game.
But you know what's interesting is that, you know, honestly, Jay, I really want to know. Do you think that it's more so men playing games? Or are women the better game players?
No, I think it's right down the middle, 50-50. It's just a different.
You think so?
I do.
It's a different.
I do.
What's the difference between how men play games and about how women play games? What's the difference?
Men are sloppy and women are careful.
What you say? You said women are careful and men are sloppy.
Right.
Yeah, that's about right. That's, you know, women tend, I almost said we, because I'm not a game player, I'm very straight up, but women tend to think out their game, I think, better than men. You know, they got a plan, they got a backup plan, they got a backup to the backup plan. You know, men just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, they're more spontaneous.
The wind blow this way, they over here. The wind blow that way, that they gonna change direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They don't have a plan.
No, men think that's
you know something else though? Men think it's what?
Men think they smarter.
Yeah, they do.
They think we simple, we weak, they don't have no brain. They think that all the BS they throw, we have no idea.
That's true. You ever stop and have somebody spitting some craziness in your face, and you just looking at them like, really? You know? I had a guy just, was the day before yesterday. I was standing outside of a store, and he walked past me. He said, "What's up?" All right. Now, I didn't say anything back. So he walked a few more steps, turned around and said, I said, what's up? And I said, I heard you the first time. What you need to do is keep walking and get the out of my face. I mean, but the thing is that he thought that saying what's up was like a compliment. No, don't do that. And then gonna turn around and go, I said what's up. And I'm like, wait a minute now you becoming a little demanding of my attention.
Like you owe him something.
Yes, and I was like, really? And then I was irritated, and Lady K did not say anything too nice. But don't do that, because I'm not the person you really want to play with. I tell them at work all the time, I don't play well with others. And I don't. But I'm like, really? I mean, to me, that's insulting. And it's like, and the caller is correct. Some men really think we're stupid, or think that we're just going to accept whatever it is that they say to us. Whatever game they spit at us, we're gullible enough to listen to that and to flow with it. Okay. What they don't like is when you start asking questions. Well, and that'll wreck anybody's game. I don't care who it is. When somebody starts questioning you, and when you question, ladies, listen carefully. Be quick about it. Give them that rapid fire question back to back. And then come back to the first question you ask and see if you get the same answer.
Okay,
that's how you really love somebody's game. Because they can't keep a lie straight. Not for long.
All right.
Wow. Give them that rapid fire.
Well, I do. Now, I do have an explanation as to what you just said about both of you all just agreed on about men showing the attitude that women are less intelligent, or I don't want to say stupid, but they some of them do say stupid.
Gullible. They think we're gullible.
Well, it's a implanted mentality, because when I say implanted, and it's an encouraged mentality, because when I say this might not be likable, I think even by the two of you all, but it's true. That history has shown, and even today is really even more now, that many women, I mean, I'm not saying 100% of women, but there is over 50%, which means that makes it a high percentage of women who have a practice of accepting, guys who are not actually worthy of being accepted. They take them into their homes. I mean, these women work hard. They get their own place. They get their own car. Then they take a man into their own home, and they set up camp. Next thing you know, they driving their car. They eating up their food. They relaxing in their electricity and everything. I mean, in the bed sheets that the woman bought, the man. I mean, really, truly, truthfully, except for real true bachelors who have their own pad, their own home. Outside of those men, because even married men, I said outside the ones who have, or just men who have their own place, and I have to say this because this does count this group, and are not homosexuals, all right, because they do. Okay, men who have are heterosexual men, and who have their own place, and homosexuals are exempt for this question. Okay. All other men who live with somebody else, whether married, shacking, living with their parents, whatever, all other men who are living with somebody else, You all tell me when you think about this, how many of them actually go out and shop for bedspreads and sheets and bedroom cosmetics? All right. So because
you right.
you know the man who has his own place ain't got no choice but to fix up his own place. All right. All right. And most of the time, those men, if so, if it's really really nice, that's an A+ because they'll just get whatever they need just to get by. Okay, most of the time.
Hold up.
Most of the time.
But Jay, if it's really, really, really nice, okay, and everything is color coordinated and all put together correctly.
That's that. You heard me say I exempt the homosexuals. I did say that.
I was just you be like, He got the little flower soaps in the bathrooms. You be like,
Yeah, that's some things do have a little feminine, but you know, and I'm not bashing, and please, folks, I'm not bashing or picking on homosexuals, but there is a statistics that does show this, and you know, it's just basically their mind thought process that they do. You know, like Lady K was saying, they're color coordinated. Most heterosexual men do not take the time because of the macho-ness and the ego and all that stuff. Do not take all that kind of time. Most heterosexual men who have their own place do not take that kind of time to really fix up a bedroom.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else. They buy in bulk. Okay. when they go to the store, they buy a pack. I mean, like they buy everything in bulk. I mean, it's crazy because like when I met my fiance and I went to his house, you know, ladies, we do go in their bathroom, check it out, see what's going on. Okay. Now he buy in bulk. I was like, you got like 8 soaps. You got like, I mean, it was like bulk everything. Everything was in bulk. And then everything was blue. You know, I mean, just straight blue. The bedspread was blue. The towels was blue. I mean, I'm like, okay, no, the curtains was white with blue. I mean, come on. I was looking around the room like, okay, ain't no woman been in here. But it was interesting though. It was interesting though. But my boo, he wasn't running game, and he does not run game, bless his heart. But if he was trying to run game, it would have really been weak. It would have been weak as water. Okay, but but it's so true that, you know, what Jay was saying, and you're right. You know, a lot of times. Women, okay, you know, you're dating for a minute, the next thing you know, his toothbrush is there, his comb is there, his shaving stuff is there, you know, he's got his towel, you know, his section that's designated for him in the medicine cabinet or whatever. And then they look around 6 months later and be like, how did this happen? And you're right. You know, I hear women complaining about that all the time. You know, dude is there all the time, burning up and not helping her pay the bills, by the way. But like I said, that's why women need that full quarter. Full quarter. No, we have to speak up. And it, you know, no. You just have to speak up. Yeah, but it turns her into a play it in because she's trying to play the game to get everything covered at her house. The thing is this, you know, there's a difference between a man and a male. That's true. You have to speak up and say it. I like that one. Jay, we need to do a show on that one.
What, the difference between a man and a male?
Yeah, and a male.
Okay.
I like that.
You know, but sometimes women, we
woman up. But guess what? Closed mouths don't get fed. Now, if you want to live your life just serving him and not making sure that he's standing up and doing what he's supposed to do, because already there's a difference between a friend and a man. See, because that man who's just coming over there and ain't helping her do nothing and just leaving his towel, his shaving stuff, using the toothbrush and staying the night, he a friend with benefits. She ain't getting no benefits, he's getting them.
Well, that's what I was saying about as you all were talking a little while ago about men thinking women were stupid, because there have been a lot of women that I know I went the long way around when I got on the sheets. I just lost myself in the conversation, but
you always do.
But like what I was saying, the men in there, they be enjoying the sheets and all that they bought, and of course, I mean, when you basically, they think that women are not as intelligent, if you want to say stupid or naive or whatever. They think that because many of them have been exposed to, and there are many women who tend to portray. I'm not saying that they're less intelligent, that they're stupid or or naive. Now, there's a difference between ignorance now. Now, ignorance is a whole nother story. Like it or not, hey, ignorance has its justification and justice in, what it stands for. But they allow these men to be exposed to a woman being easy and a woman being a get over. And a woman just letting them, kind of be who they are, what they want to be, and all that, without really too many conditions. They might fuss a little bit, but they keep letting them do it. So the man just like, hey, if this is how a lot of the women are, then that's how I'm gonna keep approaching.
It's easy flow. I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, until he run up on the right one. Until he run up on the right one. Or until he run up on a real one. Yes. It's like this real men, this real women. But sometimes and so. But when you look at it as a whole, so many things the black men in town with the drugs, the mass incarceration, the drugs, the guns. I'm going to give black women a little bit of credit in saying they've tried to be tolerant of the situation. But we got some work. Yes. Because black men are up against some evil. And it's going to be us to help pull them out, because they need it. But it doesn't mean lay down and take the shit. It means that we got to help them.
All right.
Because Muhammad is being gunned down, incarcerated, murdered, jobless, hopelessness. They do need it.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's just like that saying goes: can't live with them, can't live without them. All right. Carla, we sure enjoyed you on the show today, and
yes, we did,
and all your input that you've put in today, and we thank you for being patronizing the show. We're gonna get back with you, okay? Well, ladies,
and I thank you for the show topic you gave us too. Woohoo! I like that. Thank you.
All right. All right.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Now, Lady K. All right.
Yes, sir.
What's your last words?
My last words is this. Ladies, in order to change the game, we got to change the game players. And it's like this right here. The only way to be able to do that is to peep out of people's games and don't become a victim. And in the process, don't become bitter and become a predator. Okay? So, yes. So, in order to change the game, we all got to be a part of that. Nobody likes to be played or toyed with.
All right.
So, if you just try to do what's right, then hopefully, you will start a cascade. But like I said, even though you've been hurt by a game player, don't become a predator and become a part of the game as well.
All right.
Back to you, Jake.
All right. It kind of sounds like we sound like news anchors, when they be talking. Back to you, Kay. Back to you, Jay.
You a mess.
Well, all right. It's been fun. It really has. All right. As I shared earlier on the show, the name has been changed from J Talks Today's Relationship Show to J and K Talks Today's Relationship Show, and we really look forward to everybody continuing to join us. We still bring in the same format and everything. We just basically downsize our crew to going through different changes in our structure, and we're going to FM. We got some big things coming. All right.
Yes.
Y'all just keep tuning in. And I guess for my last words on this particular topic, it's the one thing that you'll heard being said continuously on this show, no matter what the topic is. It seems like it still will involve this particular thought that that many times people will come to our table or come to our front door and bring whatever conversation, whatever approach, attitude, character, personality of whoever they're trying to present to you. But the responsibility really lies upon ourselves, because the real truth is nobody can take advantage of you unless you let them. Nobody can play the game on you. There's a thing that says, okay, first time, okay, all right, shame on you. You got me the first time. All right. After that, if they get you, it's on you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Because if you refuse to open your eyes, you refuse to move forward. If you refuse to to really be honest with yourself, that's your fault, not somebody else. It's one thing if somebody comes and they ask you for $20 and they say that they gotta get, how some of these panhandlers be, they'll come to you and they'll be begging, saying, my car broke down and I need to get, can you spare $20 or $10 so I can get some gas? Now you give them the money. You see who they are, all right? And especially if you know anything about them. And I know sometimes out of and see, listen how I say this, out of the goodness of our heart or out of our feelings, we tend to do certain things. But you give them some money out of the first time, out of yes, it's everybody deserves some kind of chance, unless you really see the truth ahead of time. So you give them the $10 and they walk away from you and you're looking right at them. They walk right up to a store or something, come right out with a beer bottle or come right out with something else. They remember they didn't have money. You just gave them some money. And they go in and come right out. And you take note and say, they just wanted some beer. It wasn't nothing about no gas. They lied to me. And then you see them again, and they come and run the same lying on you, and you out of your so-called feelings gonna give them some money, that's on you. That's on you. Because if you see them in the store again getting some beer after the second or third time and you complaining about it, it ain't them that you're really mad at. It's you mad at. So, I mean, so, when we say the game, the biggest games that's played, the biggest game that's really played is the game we play on ourselves. Because we don't tell ourselves the truth a lot of times, and we play the game ourselves. So just so that we can be able to accept, for some reason, that probably we don't need to accept and deal and handle. So that's what I believe the biggest games ever played is the game you play on yourself, more so than somebody else can play on. All right. So all right, the game people play. I still didn't really get all my church ones out though. I'm gonna bring it up on another show. I told you I'm gonna go sit in the mother.
Hey, got them tambourine players in there.
I'm gonna go sit in the mother's corner. I'm gonna put it on one of them big hats.
Don't forget your church fan with a funeral home on the back.
I gotta have the little church fan. Yeah. All right. Well, we out on this show. All right. We'll be chatting later.
See you later.
She